Hi, and welcome back to the Yoga Yama series, Yoga Yama number 3. Today we'll be talking about the third Yoga Yama, the principle of Asteya, which is non-theft. So immediately when we think of theft, we think of maybe people stealing things from us being a victim of the outside world. And it always, well, not always, but most of the time, we think of it automatically as material things. But for today's yoga practice, I would like to examine the ways in which we actually rob ourselves of things that could benefit us or that bring us joy. For example, when we ruminate a lot on things that have happened in the past or things that could happen in the future, we obviously are not in the present moment. We're not seeing and appreciating and experiencing the moment as it is right now. And that really truly is the only moment that really, really counts. So I would like to examine that during our practice today. Try to focus on what is going on with us today and not rob ourselves of what we can gain from our practice today. Let's go ahead and start our practice for Asteya. Let's go ahead and step to the top of our mat and start in mountain pose today. Go ahead when you arrive, take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Becoming aware of this particular moment, this beautiful moment that we have in front of us to make into what we want it to be. Standing in mountain pose, we're going to bring our focus down to our feet, our beautiful, unappreciated, most of the time unappreciated feet. Lift the toes as high up as you can, and then place them down intentionally, one at a time. Feeling them connecting to the mat, anchoring your heel so that all four corners of your feet are grounded solidly to the mat. From there, we'll move on up the leg, lifting those kneecaps up, engaging those quads, rolling those shoulders back and down away from the ears, hugging the belly in, and reaching that crown right up to the ceiling in mountain pose. Close your eyes if you feel good doing that. If not, just take a very soft gaze. And I'd like you to take 3 deep breaths right here. Inhale and exhale. One more. Biggest breath you've taken all day long. And exhale. This time, bend the knees, bring the fingers down towards the floor, and then swoop the arms up to the ceiling. Inhale. Clap your hands and bring your hands to heart center. Exhale. 2 more like that. Down to come up. Clap. Hands to heart center. Anjali Mudra. 1 more. Reach up to the ceiling. Clap the hands. Anjali Mudra. Start to rub those hands together. Something that you don't do on a daily basis, but we're going to bring our attention to that right now. Rub as fast as you can, creating that heat in your palms. Do you feel it? Now stop. Now form a cup with your hands, pinkies together, base of the palm together, into our Hasta Mudra. For today's practice, we'll be taking a look at this hand mudra, Hasta Mudra. Hasta Mudra is a symbol of both giving and receiving. It's a symbol of abundance, for when you give, you also receive. We have everything we need. We really, really do. Okay, from here, let's go ahead and reach our arms up to the ceiling. Big breath in, clap the hands, fold it all the way down to forward fold, bending the knees, belly to the thighs. Exhale. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll it all the way up. Claps and hands to heart center. Let's do 2 more just like that. Reach up, inhale, exhale, fold it down. Belly to the thighs, knees are bent. Inhale, halfway lift, number 7 shape. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up to the sky. Hands to heart center. Once more, reach up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the shins. Exhale, fold. This time plant the palms, step the right foot back, then the left foot back, and send your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Here we are. Go ahead and pedal your dog out. Find some organic movement that feels nice. Illuminate the body areas that you don't pay attention to most of the time. Pressing those heels toward the mat, planting those knuckles into the mat, sending that energy up through the arms, up through the tailbone, reaching that tailbone to the ceiling, belly towards the thighs. Big inhale, exhale with a sigh. Once more, inhale. Exhale with a sigh. Excellent job. On the next inhale, go ahead and lift the right leg up and back. Exhale, hinge forward to plank, and then step that foot up between the palms. Lower that back knee down and breathe. Go light on the fingertips. Check in, knee over the ankle, and bring it on up to your low lunge. Hands can be on your thighs, or if you want to take it further up to the sky, inhale and lift your heart up. Exhale, shoulders down and away from the ears, sinking into that stretch. Inhale one more time up. And this time, exhale, hands to heart center, hinging forward for our half splits, sending that back hip over the knee, hinging at the hips, placing belly towards that front thigh. Hands can come down for stability, reaching that chest forward on the inhale. Exhale, fold it down. 2 more breaths in this position. Inhale, roll forward to that front foot, knee over the ankle. Lift that back knee up, plant the left palm, and as though you're pulling a bow, go ahead and pull that right arm up to the ceiling and look up if that feels comfortable. Hips are square to the front of the mat. Inhale, exhale, plant the palms, step the right foot back, downward facing dog once more. Inhale. On your next inhale, reach your left foot up to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge forward. Step between the palms. Lower that back knee, mindful of that front knee over front ankle. Light on the fingertips, powering up to your low lunge. Yogi's choice on hand position here. Inhale. Exhale, sink into that stretch of the thigh. The front right thigh, the hip. Exhale, plant the palm. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Begin to shift your weight back, right hip over your knee, hinging forward, inhaling your spine long, and then folding down belly to the thigh. Ardha Hanuman half splits. 2 more breaths here. Excellent job. Roll forward. Plant your right palm and lifting that back leg up, pulling that bow up to the ceiling, looking up. Easy twist. Plant the palms. Step the left foot back to downward facing dog once more. Lower the knees and coming into child's pose, your version. Knees can be together or apart, toes together. Inhaling, reaching towards the front of your mat. Exhaling, folding down. Here we are in our little personal cave. Good time to reflect on our Yoga Yama Asteya. Good time for a little mantra. Slowly whisper to yourself, I am enough. I have enough. There is enough for everyone. I am enough. I have enough. There is enough for everyone. Inhale, walk the hands in. Sit back on your heels. And bring your arms up to a cactus shape. On an inhale, lift the chest high and squeeze those shoulder blades together, elbows back. Exhale, bring your arms forward, elbows to touch, rounding the upper body. Inhale, chest up, cactus those arms. Exhale, round it forward. Feeling that stretch in the upper back. Once more. Chest open, heart open. Exhale, arms together. Great job. Plant the palms, come to tabletop position. Tuck the toes, and let's go ahead and send it back up to downward facing dog once more. On an inhale, lift the right leg up high. Open that hip by bending the knee and sending that knee up to the ceiling. Hinge forward and step between the palms. Powering up to high lunge, up on your tiptoes in the back, right knee over right ankle. Power up. Send those arms up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, pivot that back foot to warrior two. On an inhale, reach forward and send that arm up and back for peaceful warrior. From here, straighten that front leg, reach your front arm forward and down, placing that hand somewhere along the inner leg there and reaching that left arm up to the ceiling. Gaze up and exhale, bring it down. Step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot up to the ceiling, open that knee. Hinge forward, step between the palms. Powering up to high lunge. Front knee over front ankle, arms up to the ceiling, shoulders down and away from the ears. Inhale, pivot the back foot and send those arms in opposite directions for warrior two. On an inhale, reach forward and swoop that arm up and back for our peaceful warrior. Inhale, straighten the front leg and begin to hinge forward at the hip, reaching towards the front of the mat and then down, placing your left hand somewhere inside that left leg. Right arm is up to the ceiling, gaze is up to the ceiling, and breathe. Inhale, back up to warrior two. And bring it down to downward facing dog. On the next inhale, look forward and step to the top of the mat. Excellent job. Here we are in Tadasana once more. Moving into some awareness of our balance. Go ahead and bring your hands to heart center in prayer position. And I'd like you to close your eyes if you can. If not, just take a very soft gaze downward and lean all of your weight into the balls of your feet. What does that feel like to you? Does that feel good? Or is this a little bit strange and hard? Now bring all of your weight to the right blade edge of the right foot and the inner edge of the left foot. Now all the way back into the heels, as far as you can shift your weight before you feel your balance going all the way off. Now all the way to the left, onto the blade edge of those feet. Now right back to center. Feel the effort, actually the effortlessness of finding your center of gravity here. This is actually very beautiful. It's relaxing. It's something you can really appreciate. Your center of gravity, something you never think about otherwise. Working with that a little further, go ahead and reach your arms up to the sky Big breath in, slight back bend, hands down to Hasta Mudra. Once more, palms together forming a cup. You can make the choice on receiving in this pose, giving in this pose, whatever feels right to you. Go ahead and shift your weight to your right foot and begin lifting your left knee up toward your hands. Breathing and focusing here. You are strong, and maybe this pose is just right for you. If you'd like to go a little further, go ahead and hinge forward at the hips, send that left foot back to warrior 3. Reaching that cup forward and that back leg up parallel to the mat. Inhale, bring it back up, knee up, and down. Go ahead and release the hands down, reach up to the sky, and hands back to heart center. Shifting your weight to your left foot, creating your Hasta Bandha once more, Hasta Mudra once more. You decide. This is a moment where you can receive what your body is offering you, what your mind is offering you. And the beauty of this moment, lift your knee up, inhale. Stay here. If this is where you feel is enough for you today, if you'd like to go further, hinge forward at the hips, sending that right leg back behind you, straight, reaching that cup, Hasta Mudra forward, lifting that back leg up, gazing down and focusing, breathing, and back up, knee up, and release. Great job, everyone. Okay, let's go ahead and reach up to the ceiling. Clap that hand once more and bring it all the way down to forward fold. Now listen closely this time. We're going to sink our hips down and bring our arms up to heart center, squatting down into our chair pose. Breathing here, enjoying the feeling of your body working for you, of your breath giving you the life force. 2 more breaths. Spine is long. Feeling that shake, appreciating that shake. And up to standing, Tadasana. Great job. Go ahead and bring your feet as wide as your yoga mat. Coming down into our Yogi Squat. Hands at heart center. Go ahead and bring your toes to spill off of your mat. And then go ahead and bring your hips down into your squat. Oops, creaking, cracking. Hallelujah. My body is here for me today. I am enjoying my breath and my body today. In your Yogi Squat, elbows come to the inside of the knees, pressing the palms together, pressing those elbows into the knees, elongating the spine, Crown is toward the ceiling, and you're breathing here. Excellent job. Go ahead and release. Sit back. Hug those knees in. Coming into our boat pose. Go ahead and lift those thighs up parallel, or those shins up rather, up parallel to the mat. And you can bring your Hasta mudra in front of you as well. Remember, you are receiving this moment, the beauty of this moment. And you are also gifting, because you have an abundance of self-awareness today. You're gifting yourself this moment. Excellent job. Go ahead and lower the toes and come to lie back. Hug those knees in. Extend the left leg long, and we'll go ahead and bring the right knee over to the left, not straining, letting gravity pull that knee toward the mat, anchoring those shoulders to the mat. Gaze is over your outstretched right arm. 5 breaths here. Inhale back to center. Hugging those knees in once more. This time, go ahead and bring your knees forward, together and forward, while grasping them with your hands, and go ahead and start to make little circles. And what this is going to do is going to give you a little massage in the flank area. And I'd like you to be mindful of what this feels like. So as you pull your knees to the right and forward, you can feel that massage on the right back and then over to the left and back to center. Extend your right leg long this time, left knee over to the right, anchor those shoulders down, out, stretch your left arm, and gaze over your left fingers as your knee gently falls with each breath. 5 breaths. Exhale back to center. Hug those knees in once more. Take any other movement you'd like before we settle into Savasana. Extend those legs out long. Find a comfy position where you can relax fully. Letting your legs fall naturally. Tucking those shoulder blades under. Relaxing those arms and hands. And breathe. Focus on this moment. Appreciate the air as it enters your body and exits. Can you feel your heart beating? You have everything you have. You have everything you need. You have enough, and you are enough. Relax into Savasana as your physical practice settles within you. Repeat the mantra if it feels right. I am enough. I have enough. There is enough for everyone. I'll let you know when it's time for movement. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing movement back to your body. Roll over to one side and slowly make your way up to a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me today for this practice on Asteya. I hope that you can bring some of these mantras with you throughout the day. Enjoy each moment that you're in. Find new, be curious, and we'll see you next time. Namaste.